John for PokerVIP.com. I'm bringing you the third micro tank, and today I'm on Party Poker again. On the left is a 2-cent, 4-cent table, on the right is a 5-cent, 10-cent table. As I was starting up the video, I got involved in a hand here with King Queen suited. He opened the button I called, he c-bet the flop I called, he bet the turn I called, and I'm going to go ahead and call the river. I feel my hand's too big to fold. Yeah, even though I don't see people barreling a lot there, I just feel like King Queen on that board is a hand I can't fold. So that covered that one really, and we'll move on to the video. So the micro tank is all about poker for beginners, the absolute, fundamentals of the game, the basics. I really do try and explain it as clearly as I can. If it's not clear enough, or if you want it done differently, just leave a comment. I just want it to be the easiest to follow video you've seen. I really just explain, I'm not getting into fancy play. It's just the absolute, this is how you play the game, this is what's good, this is what is bad. So Jack Queen suited here, he limped under the gun. I raised because I kind of feel like he can call with worse, and we can hit a lot of flops and get money from him. When it came Queen 8-8, I made a c-bet, which is a continuation bet, because I felt like I had a best hand and I wanted to get value. Here, I'm going to go make quite a sizable raise, because I feel like Jacks is the best hand. In a 5-handed game, it's very hard for someone to have Jacks beat. There's only Queens, Kings and Aces out there. And I want hands like 10s, King, Queen, Ace, Queen hands to call me. Or in fact, if someone wants to raise and go all in with 9s, that's fine as well. But we take the pot down pre-flop and we make some money, so all fine there. The Party Poker software is really user-friendly. I got a game within 2 seconds. It's not like that at any time of the day. So yeah, get on. And like I say, it's 2 different stakes today, mixing the 4NL and 10NL. I want to say 4NL, that just basically means the max sit down is $4. So 2 cents, 4 cent is 4NL. So if you hear people speaking like that, you know why. The pocket 2s here, maybe I made a mistake. We got a limper in the cutoff and we raised. I actually feel like it's fine doing that because we can take the pot down pre-flop. Once we get called, however, we really just have to shut down if we don't hit a 2. And on a board like this, a flop like that and a turn like that, 2s is just no good. Jack 9, it's a really bad hand. Let's just go ahead and fold that one. If you want to sign up to Party Poker, just go to the PokerVIP.com deals page. Couple of clicks, couple of bits of typing, and you're good to go. If you need any help with it as well, just use the live chat feature we have, and one of us will be straight on to guide you through what to do. Jack 9 here is just a fold. It's a really hard hand to win a lot of money with. And the Queen 8 is also just a fold. Ace King here. Let's go for a pretty big raise. 4x, 4 times the blind. We've got a limper, and we've got a big blind. So I assume nobody has that great of a hand. So let's get value for ours, and get as much money in the middle as we can. Ace King is a very strong hand, a hand we definitely want to be playing with aggression. We missed the flop, but we have the Ace of Hearts, we have 2 overcards, and this guy could have any 2 cards. So we're going for a continuation bet here, expecting him to fold a lot of the time, so we can win the pot. If not, we can, see what the turn is and, reassess our play from there. But yeah, we take the pot down quite a lot. On the button, I've gone for a min raise, the minimum raise possible, double the big blind. And the reason I'm doing this, small blind, big blind. Their money has been posted in the pot dead, so they should more than likely not have a hand. So by just min-raising the button, we can actually take the pot down a lot pre-flop. Ace-Jack here, it's not a hand we want to call with, it's a hand we want to raise or fold. And I think raising is the best option. Let's stay aggressive, let's get them to call with worse, let's get them to play better hands poorly, and just put pressure on them. Because the problem is, when we hit an ace or a jack, we don't know where we're at. Let's have initiative in the pot. The king 5 went for a check, that's fine. Here's as well, I don't think we need to raise, we're getting a good price on the pot, we could have the best hand and we've got the ace of hearts. Let's come along and see what happens. King 5 here, I'm still shutting down. Feel like we could have the best hand a lot, but I don't want to put any more money in the middle. Same here, we're getting 31 to 1 with nut flush draw and 2 overs. Let's go ahead and make that easy call. And now we've got ace high with two pair. I actually feel like we could have the best hand here. We might be up against 7s or 8s, but ace high is 10, 10, 6, 6 could be good. Yep, and we managed to get the chop versus ace queen. Ace king here, we're wanting to get money in the middle. He's opened the button, he's made it 4x. So yeah, let's put some pressure on this guy. I'm happy to get all the money in pre-flop with ace king. Especially when it's four-handed, our hand value goes up, because the less players there are, the least likely it is you get a hand, the least likely it is that they have a hand that beats you. And also, it's a blind versus button battle, so they can definitely get it in there with worse. And again, I'm going to go ahead and min-raise the button with 9-7 off. And we've been 3-bet, and a 3-bet is just basically a re-raise, the third bet. So the big blind is bet 1, my min-raise is bet 2, his re-raise is bet 3, the third bet. We had a guy who posted dead money in the pot, so let's go ahead and win that dead money. King 10 suited is a very playable hand as well. And I've raised pre-flop, but I'm definitely going to raise now that there's extra dead money in the middle. He's got stubborn and called. We flopped 2 overs and a flush draw. Really strong hand and a hand we want to get lots of money in. I've gone just for a 3/4 pot bet. 3/4 size pot bet here. 3/4 pot bet size. Sorry about that. Now I definitely think we've got the best hand. Let's still get plenty of money in there. I'm going to go for 3/4 again. And we improve to the flush on the end. So again, pretty sure I'm ahead. Going to go for 3/4 again. It's a pretty easy game when you've got a hand. Just bet, bet, bet. And the thing is, you don't want to bet small, you don't want to try and get fancy, you just want to bet, 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 get as much money in the middle as possible when you think you've got the best hand. Three, 5 offsuit under the gun, just to fold. And as you can see, the games are great. Plenty of players, plenty of easy money flying around. And you know, people are always like, oh, you know, but I want to play 15 tables, 20 tables. And the people actually don't have a reason for this. It's just because they've seen some pro doing it and think it's cool. Just start off 1 or 2 tables, you know, really get used to this game. Because the people who rush in will lose their money quicker, trust me. Take your time, really get a feel for the game, understand the basics, and then if you want to add more tables, add more tables. Okay, we get a limp of blind v blind. Let's pump it up with ace king. And why are we doing this? Well, we've got ace king. It's a big hand. He's going to be out of position. We can win the pot without hitting an ace or a king. But then when we hit a flop like this, we should be able to get plenty of value. He leads. I'm just going to go ahead and call. I'm pretty sure I've got the best hand. Let's just let him bluff. We can raise the turn or river if we want. But for now, I'm pretty much happy we've got the best hand. Let's just let him give us some money. He's bet small again, so I'm going to go ahead and raise because I want to get more money in the middle. But I'm not going to raise too big to blast him off his hand. When he calls that quickly, I put him on a really bad ace, maybe like ace 5, ace 6, or maybe just a 9. So I'm going to go ahead and pop bet this and get him to call. I don't think he can fold an ace here. Not many people can. Oh, he had a 3. Interesting. Really bad play by him. I really like my play still. But he had a 3. Nearly made him fold it by the looks of it. And because he's calling with Jack 3, let's start really punishing this guy and getting money in the middle. We have an ace, so we should be ahead of this guy's calling range. And when I say range, it's an amount of hands he can call with. If he's calling with Jack 3, then A7's ahead of it, right? I'm actually going to go ahead and check this board because I feel like it hits him a lot. There's a lot of straight draws, flush draws, pairs. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut down here. I'm pretty sure we've got the best hand now, though. Yep. The king queen here, same sort of thing. Couple of limpers. Let's just raise it up with a hand that's better than theirs. It's not the best flop for us, obviously, but we can definitely win it enough. We've got the queen of diamonds. We've got 2 overcards. Let's put a bet out there, see if we can take it down. So far, so good. No. And now I feel like this is a really good turn for us to bet. We can definitely have an ace. He can now definitely fold a 9. He can fold a 4. He can fold a 3. Let's represent the ace. Let's pretend we've got it. And it worked really well. The 9 deuce off is a simple fold. Ace 9 suited. Again, someone's limp. Let's just punish them for that. Ace 9 suited is a hand that makes the nuts. We're in position. We've got an ace. This guy's limp calling a lot and folding into flops a lot. So let's make some money from him. This guy's cold called again. He likes his flatting our position, which is good for us. 6-7 suited under the gun. We couldn't fold it or raise. I'm going to go ahead and raise here. Let's stay aggressive. It's a nice, pretty hand that we like to play, isn't it? We can make straights, flushes, and straight flushes. So let's bring them for a raise. It's a really bad flop for us. We're pretty much dead if he calls, but I feel like we have to continuation bet once. Let's represent that we have a queen or an 8, or better, and hope that he folds his sort of similar hands to ours. And same again here, we're just going to go ahead and represent that we've got a hand. These continuation bets work a hell of a lot, so let's just keep putting them out there and taking the pots down. If we get called, we can just shut down and, you know, lose no more money. 9-5 suited here. I know this guy limps a lot, but 9-5 suited is pretty tough to play, so let's just go ahead and give up here. We turn a straight flush draw, so we can just bet. Hopefully we win. If he calls, hopefully we hit our straight or flush on the end. We've made a pair, we could be good. I don't think we need to bluff here. If he bets, I'm going to fold. If he checks, I'm going to check and hopefully be ahead. Let's see what he had. He had a 6. We really needed a 7 on the river there to get the straight value. No such thing as value with 2-3 off. Let's go ahead and fold that. Jack 6 under the gun, and when I say under the gun, that's early position. The first position after the big blind. So it basically goes EP, UTG, under the gun plus 1, but that's known as MP, mid position. The cutoff, the CO, the button, or dealer position, that's the guy who's obviously got the dealer button in front of him, the small blind, and the big blind. And like I keep saying, people always seem to just forget this simple logic. Small blind and big blind posted their money before getting any cards. So they have nothing way more than they have something. So that money is dead in the middle to be attacked. Nine-seven off. I don't really want to come along here, so I'm just going to go ahead and fold. And you know, the 9-10 off lets raise, because it does play well post flop, and this guy limp calls a lot with, you know, Jack 3. It's a pretty good flop for us, I think. We've got a gut shot, which is a middle pin straight draw. You know, Jack gives us the straight. But again, I think his range, his hand is, you know, small, connecting cards. So we can represent the king or the queen there and take the pot down. Also, for any of you people who wanted to get into poker, we are staking. So bottom right hand corner of the pokervip.com homepage, click the apply here. Let's see if we can get you playing in our group. It's a really enjoyable experience. I love coaching it. I love managing it. It's a great group of guys. We have a strategy group. You get full access to pokervip.com. You know, the forum's there for everyone to use. You know, post up hands for discussion. Make a My Journey, which is basically an interactive blog. You can post up hands, videos, general life stuff, goals and aims. It's really quite a cool place to be. Got lots of people doing journeys there, and I think they're benefiting from it a lot. So you know, check it out. You know, really make use of this great site we've built for you, and you know, we continue to try and improve it every day. So please make use of it. And for video purposes, we have the bullets, pocket aces, the pocket rockets. Let's see if we can get a big pot going here. So far so good, we're making money. Let's raise it and see if we can get some more in. And the reason we're raising it, well, we've got the nuts. We want lots of money in the pot when we've got the best hand, right? One caller so far, which is good. Let's see if we can get another. Normally you want aces heads up versus someone, and heads up I just mean one versus one. But I don't really mind it. These two guys call a lot and play pretty badly, so it's not the worst thing in the world to happen. It would have been great if we could have got re-raised, but I'll take it. Any money in the middle with aces is good. I'm just going to go for a sort of 80-cent bet here. I think we can get that called a lot. I think someone could raise it. I'm pretty happy with our hand here on a 6-9 deuce rainbow. And when I say rainbow, what does that mean? Well, it means that, you know, it's all different suits. So flush draws, etc. are less likely. I feel like I have to go for a bit of a bigger bet on this turn, because, you know, a lot of draws, you know, have just developed, and I don't want him to get there for, you know, for cheap. And I'm also betting because I feel like I've got the best hand, so we need to get more money in the pot. He's gone all in, I make a really easy call. And he shows 7-8, he had a straight draw. I'm never folding there, pretty simple call. 10-4 suited, I don't see any point in raising, it's not that, well, easy of a hand to play, our position against two players, so let's just check and hopefully see a good flop. Once we see a flop like this, we can just go ahead and fold there. And I'm not even going to try and attack this pot. Sometimes we just got to let them win. We can't win every pot, guys, remember that. And we don't need to. We need to just win the big pots, you know, when we've got the aces. It's a really simple game if you let it be simple. It only gets tough if you make it tough. And I personally had a really bad run when I transitioned to 6 max. I played really bad, my ego was a bit too big. I was thinking, you know, how am I losing when these idiots are winning? Two things I changed massively, gameplay wise, was not creating the action. I found I was always the one re-raising, 3-betting, 4-betting, you know, playing a little bit silly. So I stopped doing that and let them do it. And I just let the money come to me, you know. I was just the one sort of sat there thinking, well, he's doing all the hard work for me here. And also was just value betting a little bit bigger. And value betting just means, you know, betting when you've got the best hand. And I was just betting a little bit more than I usually would, you know, adding a big blind or two onto the size, and it just really improved my win rate. And a win rate is basically just how much money we win to our profit. Um, and also just my mindset, I really had to go into every day thinking, you know what, I'm actually not the best, but I have to learn to be the best, or at least good enough to beat these games. So, just had to know my place. And now I beat the games pretty comfortably, really enjoying it. Okay, here with Queen 10, I didn't see any point of raising. It plays well post flop. I feel we have to call at least once here with a flush draw. But I don't want to put in too much money because it's a paired board. We could actually be drawing dead, and someone could have the king high flush draw. So I'm going to call now and then maybe fold a lot of turns if I don't improve. And when I say improve, obviously that just means making a flush. I'm not going to go ahead and fold. I think this is a spot we get into a load of trouble with. Chasing queen high flushes on a paired board. I'm pretty sure this guy had at least an ace. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call here a second player when it's been limped, blind v blind. I feel like he doesn't always have to have an ace, and when we turn two pair, let's go ahead and raise. Pretty big here. There's a flush draw, there's straight draws. Pretty nervous that he's going to hit, so we have to raise. Here we could be beat, so I'm just going to go ahead and call. It's a horrible river card for us. If he bets again, I'm going to go ahead and fold. But when he bets the minimum, we have to call again, over 20 to 1, 23 to 1. And I'm pretty sure we're right 1 in 23 times. But when, he might have a better two pair, but we've got to go ahead and call. He had the same hand. A6, that's actually we can call here. We don't need to keep raising. But the 6-7, let's go ahead and raise it up here. Let's create a little bit of magic. This guy's limping and folding a lot, so let's try and win his money. These are blinds, which is dead in the pot. So it seems like a good spot for us to raise, and 6-7 suited plays really well post flop. We can make lots of straights and flushes. When he leads here, I'm just going to go ahead and fold. Let's not get into a bad situation. We can give up these little pots from time to time. Not a lot going on, so we'll just sit back, enjoy the game. I won't always speak. It's pretty, I mean, I hate my own voice as everyone does, but I don't feel like I need to always be speaking in these. A little bit of silence is good. I'll let you just watch the games, see what happens. Hopefully there's some big pots, because we definitely love the blood. When we watch trader videos, we want to see the biggest pots. We want to see people lose big and win big. It's just the nature of the game. I think we're winning about $8 or $9 this session, maybe a little bit less. The aces double up was nice, and winning any amount of money is always good. If there's a poker site that you want me to do one of these videos on, just leave a comment. If you're, say, having trouble with 888.com games, and you want me to play in those same games and tell you what I think and give you some pointers, then sure. Or if you just want to see a different site in action, I'm happy to make these videos anywhere. My plan is to do 4 on each, so 4 micro tanks on each poker software. I think that'll probably get us to about 50 or 60 micro tank videos, so I really hope these are good, and we are going to progress it a little bit. We're never going to get too complicated, but down the line I will be introducing a HUD and stats and tracking software, databases. I know it all sounds very scary and confusing, but I will make it very simple. And hopefully it's just easy to understand, and you know, this is all progression. Start off with the absolute basics and just slowly add a few more little advanced concepts into the mix. Queen 5 suited here, let's raise this guy again. We get a call and another call, and another call. And I'm going to go ahead and give up here. It's just a flop where we are in a lot of trouble versus a lot of hands. I don't think we need to fight for this pot, and I don't think one of our continuation bets works here. And once this guy's led, dead easy, hit the fold button. Do not call, do not raise. Click fold and move on to the next hand. Here's a really interesting spot. This is actually a fold. Guy's under the gun. He doesn't actually raise that often. This guy never really calls raises. He normally limps. Obviously he can't limp once it's been raised, but so far I'm seeing a bit of strength here by the under the gun opener. And King Queen, you know, we could be up against Ace King and Ace Queen. Do we hit a flop enough and be happy? You know, the answer's no, so let's just make it easy for ourselves and fold. Alright, we're coming to the end of the video. We've got Ace King, so that's good. Let's raise it up. Why are we raising? Well, we've got Ace King. There's 4 of us in the hand. I feel like I've got the best hand and I want to get more money in the middle. Sometimes a hand is as simple as that. Jack 8 offsuit, it just doesn't play very well, we're out of position. Let's just go ahead and fold. King 8, let's go ahead and make one of our button min raises. Because like I said, this money's been posted in here before they even know what they've got. So the likeliness they have a hand is very slim, and we can just keep on winning those big blinds and small blinds. 4-5 offsuit, just no good. Drunk, let's fold. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sit out now. I had a discussion about this yesterday, about the perfect length of a training video. I'm somewhere in between 30 minutes and 45 minutes generally. If you could just let me know what you would actually prefer, and we'll get a real nice balance. Maybe it's actually 35 or 40 minutes, I really don't know. But I feel like an hour is just a very long time to watch someone play and listen to them. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit shorter. So today we learned about raising people when they limp, what they call with. We looked at value betting. We made sure we didn't get into any trouble. We doubled up with aces by clicking the call button, which was the easiest way to play poker. And we also looked at just giving up. You know, sometimes just those flops, all those cards, you know, they hit sort of the opponent's cards, and we just find it really, really hard to continue. So yeah, this was part 3 of the micro tank. I'm John for PokerVIP.com. Please leave tons of comments. Check out the forum. Apply for staking. Set up your own journey. You know, let's see how you're doing. Let's see if we can progress you through the stakes. and let's show people that this is doable. And also take advantage of the poker school, where you can learn all these things and take exams on it. Thanks, guys. Good luck at the tables.